Hello everyone here, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Arkansas here. Since last episode, I've been busy pretty much just finishing up a lot of the stuff we started here last episode. We got all the wheat here planted on field 17. That is done. We're now into a new month here, by the way. We're in the month of November here. And we do need to spray for weeds here. I was just checking this here a moment ago. So yeah, you can see we got weeds on that field. I don't know if we'll get to that here this episode or not. But in the next, little bit before we skip time anymore, I want to get the weeds taken care of there on that field here. Don't think there's much else here. Field 20, yeah, 19, yeah, pretty much all the same here. Field 63, I went ahead and removed the tops on this field, so it is ready to harvest here this episode. For those who remember, last time we harvested beets, we did the red beets, and I went ahead and bought this topper here. I didn't realize it. With the red beets, you don't need the topper, but the sugar beets, you do, so I ran the topper here across the sugar beets, so we're all set on that job. Now ready to start harvesting. So we're going to take the topper over to our next field here. We got 2 fields of sugar beets that need to be harvested. And we'll just throw hired work on that, get started at topping those. I'd say topping's kind of the easy job here. Just realized something. We got a lot of lights in the back. What are we doing so many lights on the back of this thing for? I don't know. Anyway. We'll just throw a hired worker on this. And then I realized, too, I don't believe we've harvested beets on either 2 of these fields here. So we're, of course, going to have to set up auto drive here for some of this, or maybe even just course play. The only problem with course play is then I can't harvest myself. So maybe we'll just do that. No, we'll see once here. We'll have to figure this out, Evan, because auto drive does not work real well with harvesting beets I found here last time, or at least not with the red beets anyway. Same harvester, so I would have to assume sugar beets are going to do the same thing. The harvester hasn't changed, so I don't think the crop we're putting into the harvester will affect that a whole lot. Anyway, got the 7930 working on this here, by the way. We'll leave him to that. We're going to hop over to the John Deere 8R370 here. Or actually, no, it is an 8370. I thought this was an 8R370. Nope, this is an 8370R. And we're going to start harvesting here. So let's get the harvester all folded out, turned on here. Get ourselves some steering assist going. Line ourselves up a little better here maybe. And start harvesting sugar beets. There we go. We got some sugar beets coming into the machine. And we're using the Amity beet harvester here. Nice, decently sized machine, except for one little problem. Yeah, it doesn't hold much. Speaking of not holding much, we're almost full already. We're full. Wow. I don't know about you folks. We might have to upgrade to a self-propelled harvester, because we're gonna have to unload 4 times by the end of the field here. Yeah, that is not great, everyone. And speaking of Amity, we do have the Amity dump cart here as well. This thing is massive, a massive dump cart here. I'm not really sure, size-wise, what this thing can hold here. Obviously, we can tell you, what in the game it holds, Evan, but as far as, real numbers, I'm not entirely sure here. In the game, it's 60.9 liters. So, 60.9 liters. What's a truck hold here, out of curiosity? A truck. This is what, 51... Do I have a good... I don't really have another good trailer, do I? A Lizard one, I don't know if I'd trust the capacity on this one. It says 47. So, yeah, 40,700. I'm not sure if that's 1,000 bushels there. Not entirely sure on that one. So this cart, what, probably 2,000 bushels or something like that, just looking at the size of it. A little bit too far there. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely not liking how far we went on that one. And I was just saying, like, a nice, decently sized harvester here, and the one problem with it, and boom, we fill up. Yeah, that is the one problem with this one. Okay, well, we'll continue harvesting here again. You know, we'll go about another 10 feet here. It'll be full again, probably. I noticed how quickly we fill up on them, too. Like, it stops harvesting before we're even full, because, well, it's got to get the rest of it in there, right? So, yep, looks like about 88, 89% there. And it stops harvesting. And then we go get in the tractor here. I mean, at this point, with this particular machine, I mean, I think you pretty much need this cart, like, to pretty much follow you, like, non-stop. Pretty much like you would a chopper. I don't know that it's possible to do that here with this setup or not. One. That would be the way to go, though. You can get this set up like a chopper. Of course, I mean, for those familiar with the corn chopper there, or well, you can do any other crops as well, right? But if you're chopping corn or... What happened? You turned off? There we go. Oh, come on now. Turn on. Stay on everything, would you? Leave the machine on, the steering on, lower down. Okay, as I was saying, again, if you're running a chopper, the choppers don't have any capacity, right? I mean, you need to have a trailer of some sorts, like right by the chopper. There's no capacity on them, so you need to constantly follow a chopper along. You almost need that with this, although this does have a little bit of a buffer. Yeah, again, I mean, we are like, wow. Now, I don't know if it's just the difference here between the red beets and the sugar beets, or we also are yielding better this time as well. Keep in mind on our first harvest, when we didn't have any fertilizers, lime, like, it was not probably a great harvest here. And I see it looks like we are in the green, so that's always a good sign. We are yielding better. I'm not sure how much better here. We could probably check that with our precision farming here. If we go to our yield screen... Yeah, last time around, it looks like we're yielding, yeah, looks like probably right around that 60-ish% there. And then the current area we're in, looks like probably around that 85%. So 80-ish% all the way up to, oh, we're not 125, 120. So yeah, from 80 to 120. Why does it keep turning the steering off? I'm not sure on that one, Owen. Note to self, just make sure we turn the steering on last, I guess, right? Turn the machine on, lower the machine down, then turn the steering on, maybe. As much as I'd like to use this machine, Evan, I think we are seriously going to have to upgrade, Evan. Like, this is just brutal. How many times have we unloaded now? I think this is the 4th, right? Almost to the end. And this field is... Oh, yeah. So this isn't the shortest edge of the field. I would say that down here along this edge is the shortest. But we are definitely getting to the longest one. And it, yeah, we took 4 unloads here. Oh, we're probably going to need like 6 or 7 unloads going down the side here. One. And for those who wonder why I don't have course play doing this, Evan, like, you folks seen what it did to us here last time? Or, sorry, not course play, auto drive, Evan. Yeah, for those who watch my last beet harvest, Evan, there is a reason why I'm not using auto drive for this. It was so bad. Hey, there we go. Now the steering stays on. So note to self, make sure with the steering assist, turn it on last. Well, but I think we're going to have to do some shopping here. What are we going to get for a beet harvester? Because this is going to be absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I did not realize it was going to be this bad. Like, if the capacity wasn't, you know, if it was a little bit larger, I mean, it wouldn't be so bad, right? And I guess I say a little bit larger, you know, like at least twice, maybe, you know, preferably 4 times. Yeah, we're just non-stop unloading here. Even the cart here is about, we're 39% full here already. Speaking of the sugar beets here, by the way, got to figure out what we're going to do with these. We're probably just going to straight sell them, I would imagine. Well, I keep overshooting the tractor here. Guess I overestimate the brakes here on this John Deere 9RX 490. Mind you, we do have probably a good sized cart potentially pushing us a little bit. Okay, well, like I said, we got to do some shopping here. This is just, this is going to take forever otherwise. So, beet harvesters. What do we got for beet harvesters here? AgriFact. Yeah, that's the problem with this one. They're all, like, expensive, right? $527,000. What's it hold? $18,000. How much does this one hold here? It's like about 6 something. Oh, yield must have gone down here a little bit. Taking a little bit longer to fill up. Or is that just me? Pretty sure that definitely took longer to fill up. Must be down in that maybe 90-ish% yielding, maybe. No, that actually might be better. Might be 100. Oh, 100%. Okay. So yeah, just a little over 6,000 in that one. Oh, back to the shop here. So this one holds like 3 times as much and a width of... No, you just pick a width. Does it come with a header? No, yeah, it comes with a header. Doesn't tell you how wide that header is unless I'm missing something here, everyone. Ah, tires versus tracks. That's an interesting track design on that. And the Homer, 45,000 liters. Does not come with the heads, so we'd have to buy the heads separate. 685,000. Pocket change. I'm a pocket change, right? Cheap. 45,000. Yeah, I'm liking the size on that one. I'm in 43,000. So, whew, and that one's expensive too. 699,000 on the Ropa there. Holds just a little bit less. Let's go see what kind of width we got on the headers here. That's the one. That's probably the one that goes with the Homer, right? Yeah, so the Homer. I guess I could see the combinations, right? Yep. And then the combination on that one. Yep. So 2.7 versus 4. Wow. I don't know about you folks. I think that's a rather easy choice there. Looks like it's probably going to cost us like another, what, maybe 58,000 or something like that, everyone. But 2.7 versus 4 meters. Are we? No, we are not lower down than that. Okay, I was like, wow, why are we going so fast? Trying to get this backed up here. Oh, no. That's getting a little out of hand. Okay, well, we're gonna have to see how much money we can borrow, everyone. We've got, we got $240,000. That's, I mean, that's gonna help. Better than nothing, right? But we're gonna need like another $600,000 because this is $700,000 plus another $79,000 for that. So basically $800,000 for that. Like I said, pocket change, Evan. Pocket change. Okay, let's go over to finances here. We already have a $420,000 loan. Ooh. I guess we're going to see how much we can borrow it, but hopefully, see if we can even borrow enough. We might not even be able to borrow enough for this one. I don't know if I have enough fields and... Boy, if we cannot borrow enough for this one, this is going to really, we're still going up yet. We might be good. Make sure to borrow a little extra here. We'll go to like, yeah, I'm just making it even 900. There we go. Even $900,000. We're not even to the end of this field here yet, by the way. It is gonna, yeah, we're halfway into the episode, everyone. We're not even halfway around the field here yet. We're just, again, constant unloading here. And this, to be honest, I think is probably the quickest way of doing it, everyone. You know, luckily I do have the quick click to switch mod, so that makes it nice and easy to switch equipment here. Still, when you got to stop and unload every 6,000 liters, a little bit brutal. Oh, come on now. Why do you keep turning off the steering? Yeah, we're not even, we got a little bit of a curve here yet. We're a good 2/3 of the way. Maybe 3/4. Looks like the next corner is like right there somewhere. So going to be a little bit of a downgrade on our self-propelled harvester as far as the width is concerned, everyone. That is kind of the nice thing about this Amity. It is a wide harvester here. $70,000 on the cart here so far. Or 70%, I'm sorry, not 70,000. Well, we're waiting for this to unload. Let's go grab a truck here. Get a truck headed this way. That's a good question. Where? There is the truck over here yet? Yes, it is. I believe I've got a route here for this field. Number, 63. We'll get field 63 here. Field 63, truck weight. And you should just drive on down there. Grain, that's not going to work for the grain silo there. We'll have to figure out where we're going to take that because the grain silo does not, at least I don't think it takes sugar beets. It does not take red beets. So I wouldn't think it would take sugar beets either. I don't believe any of our factories take sugar beets, so we'll probably just be straight selling these most likely. Okay, would at least be nice to make it all the way around this field once. Just that way we got a consistent path all the way around. We might just call it at this corner here, though. Like I said, this is going to be ridiculous if we continue using this machine. There we go. You folks will never guess what we're doing again. Unload. Yep. Yeah, maybe I'll go to this corner because that is a hard stop on that corner there. Well, looks like the topper's doing a good job, though, at least. And actually, speaking of the topper, everyone, I don't think we actually need the topper here with this one, do we? Could be wrong, but I believe this one does not need a topper. So, yeah, no, we do not need a topper on this machine. So, kind of actually, I could stop. I guess I could stop them. Yeah, no real sense continuing that if we don't have to, right? Okay, like I said, we'll get to this corner of it, then we'll pull this one off the field, then we'll go grab our new harvester. We'll start harvesting with the new one there, and that should definitely speed up operations here a little bit. It's definitely going to fill that cart up a lot quicker. Yeah, we got, what, 56,000 in here already? One load from the new harvester, and this be, what, about 75% full, something like that? Oh, speaking of being full, I think this might just fill up this dump cart here on this load. I think it was 60,000 something this held, right? Yep. Dump cart must be full. Harvester did not fully finish unloading. As long as we can make it to the end here, which, yeah, no problem. Okay, like I said, we're going to pull this harvester off the job here. It is just, yeah, we're going to have to unload that way, way too often, that one. I'm curious if anyone has actually, like, ever harvested a decent-sized beet field with that, because, wow, that is brutal, that one. Absolutely brutal with that. Like I said, if you could set it up like a chopper, but I don't think we can, at least not with auto drive. I imagine course play, when we probably could tweak some things, maybe get course play to work. But then I can't run the harvester. I mean, then we're just pretty much relegated to sitting and watching. Which, I mean, I guess that's what you folks are doing too. So, you know, I guess I could sit and watch, and you folks can sit and watch, right? We're going to go empty this cart here in a minute, by the way. 160,000 liter load, which, oh, that's probably going to fill the truck here too, isn't it? And we're going to have to figure out where we're going to take this. Maybe I should not figure that out here, like, before we fill the truck up, because otherwise the truck's going to take off, and that's not going to work. Should probably check up on our greenhouses here again, too. I'll make sure everything's working good there. As a reminder, we upped the amount of, was it cabbage? I believe it's the cabbage we're doing. Okay, before I unload this here, let's go check and see once where can we take sugar beets. So let's see, sugar beets. Oh, that's right, time saving stock check's not going to help me because I probably don't have any there. Oh, prices. Sugar beets. So 580, 570, grain barge. Oh, yeah, grain barge terminal. That's the one that's right by us. Hey, I don't know about you folks. I'm okay with this here. That is literally right there. Perfect. So 578 there. Okay, this is a little bit cheaper, but versus driving, 700. Yeah, basically a mile and a half, right? We can either drive 500 feet or we can drive a mile and a half. What a choice, right? And again, I don't think any of our factories take any sugar beets, do they? The bakery does take sugar. We don't own the sugar mill, though. I'm not even sure where the sugar mill is. If it is, there even a sugar mill on here? I mean, there's got to be, because we have sugar on at the bakery, so... Let's see, what do we got? Canning factory, that's the one we own. Come on, I want it. The factory. Potato processing. Ooh. Cooper. Come on. Debris crusher. That's probably not by the debris crusher. Why, why can we not click on? There we go. Cereal factory. Oh, no. Oh my goodness. Dairy. Oil mill. Is there a sugar factory? Maybe there's not a sugar factory. Rope maker. Well, there's one here I haven't been able to click on yet. Still can't click on that one. Well, let's go visit the debris crusher, see what's next to it. Probably not a sugar factory, I wouldn't think, would it? But then again, you never know. Oh, that's the bakery. Okay, and yeah, we own this one. Or, wow, I say own it, everyone. We're leasing it. Well, I don't see a sugar factory. I have one. Or sugar mill, whatever they would call it. Sawmill. Grain mill. Oh, that's our greenhouses. Crane elevator museum, farmers market. Yeah, I don't see anywhere we can actually take sugar. I mean, although the bakery does take sugar, so one would think there would be one on here. But, well, we're just going to switch you over to the grain barge terminal here. Like I said, just take it straight there. Let's go ahead and unload this. Looks like I was plenty close. Plenty close. Wow, we're dumping like on the opposite side of the trailer here. Okay, note to self. Do not need to be as close here next time around. This is also, yeah, I was gonna say, this is also gonna fill the trailer, and we're not gonna empty the cart. Okay, let's go find our new harvester, everyone. That is not the new harvester. Really? Come on now. Why can I not tab to the new harvester? It's ridiculous. Oh, because I didn't buy it yet. That is why I'm... Wow. That would help, wouldn't it? For some reason, I thought we had bought it already. No, we did not. Trouble. Yep, that's all good. Go ahead and buy that. I'm sure this will pay for itself, right, everyone? And then the head for it. Don't think we need to bother with the trailer. There we go. Now we can tab to it. It's like all-wheel steer here. Probably it also articulates, if I had to guess. What is it? Control Y? Yeah, there we go. One. For those of you who really like steering stuff here, all-wheel steer plus articulated steering. Doesn't get any better than that, does it? Yeah, that makes steering interesting. Well, hopefully this will speed up the harvest here a little bit. We won't have to stop constantly. And we're what, 4 meters versus... I'm not actually sure how big that Amity one was. Let's go check that, Herman. How big were you? You were 6.4, so... yeah, 2.4 meters smaller. I think I'll take the smaller header over the capacity, though. Oh, yeah. Pulling that would help. Get our steering assist set up here. Oh. We need... there we go. Try to have the harvester selected here, apparently. Oh, our bin extensions here. At least I'm assuming that's what these are, one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you look at this machine, everyone. Pretty much just one big bin. That's pretty much what it is. We're paying $700,000 for a bin. Ooh, steering on that is fun. And again, like I said, too, I don't believe we have to top with this particular machine here, which reminds me I should probably go stop the topper over there. Nah, I'll get that off camera, everyone. It's not going to hurt nothing. But we don't need to do it here either, because this does it all in one. For the low, low price of about $800,000. Now, at least over on my side of the state, everyone, I don't believe we do much with sugar beets, but I have heard on the opposite side of the state. I'm over in Michigan, by the way, on the Grand Rapids side, for those who are familiar with that. But over more on like the Detroit side, that apparently is where they harvest a lot of sugar beets. There's a lot of sugar beet harvesting going on over there, from what I've been told. So yeah, I'm over on the west side of Michigan, over on the east side of Michigan. If you're not maybe familiar with the towns. In case you can't tell, we are joined by the boss baby here as well. She was here a moment ago as well. She is up from her nap. Yes. Oh, would you look at that? We won't make it all the way down the end of this field here, and we're not even full yet. I don't know if we can make it all the way around or not, but it might be close. I might have to make some route modifications. I'm going to see that truck is just like driving around and around here. Pretty sure he came driving into the farmyard there before he went back out to the sell point. And then looks like he's maybe going back to the farmyard again before he comes back to the loading point here. I might have to see if I can address that. Maybe tweak that route here a little bit. That's a little ridiculous. Okay, yeah, well, we're like halfway done on this row of them, but yeah, unfortunately different width, so we kind of probably should harvest this one again. less than half a row, looks like. Oh, look, we got our cameras here. We can see what's going on inside there, down in the, I don't know, what would you call this down here? Probably the cleaning area of the harvester. It's fairly simple as far as the controls here are concerned. Not a whole lot of controls up on here, really. I mean, I would argue a regular combine probably actually has more. Now, I'm sure everyone, it's probably more like all computer controlled there. So there's probably a lot more controls on this little screen right here. I don't doubt that of them, but I'm just saying down here, like, not a whole lot of buttons. Is there anything up here? Oh, we do have some up here yet, I guess. Giants FM. Oh, boy. Oh, looks like the truck is back. Well, good, because with the amount of sugar beets you have, we could probably just about fill that truck up again. Wasn't for the fact we're harvesting like a half rows with, we probably actually definitely could. Well, when I just looked over at the time here, it is unfortunately time to wrap it up here already this episode. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Till next time.